Hui o Mirasorth, Canal Kerno.
Welcome to this week's Cornwall channel. Coming up this week, we see how our council tax money helps in this week's Cornwall Council broadcast, as their video Working for Cornwall Business is the first up in this week's programme. Cornwall is very much dog friendly, and this week's video from Visit Cornwall enforces their message that they will help you find the perfect places to take your four-legged friend. In our next feature from Visit Cornwall, a father, son and grandson get back to nature in Cornwall. We all love our Cornish pasties, but it's not just Cornwall that they're made and loved. We bring you how to make a traditional Cornish pasty all the way from Australia, at Cousin Jack's Pasty Company, who fly the Cornish flag every day in Australia. The second in the series of Fly Cornwall is back from our friend Steve Heller, this week entitled Cornish Dream. Music this week features the wonderful vocals of Champagne Cornwall and the Camborne Town Band. The latest in the series from Disability Cornwall this week is about education in Cornwall. To finish the programme, we play out the wonderful Cape Cornwall singers, as many people requested to hear them again after last week's broadcast, and we thought it was a great way to end the programme. As always, we love to hear from you. Get in contact with us on Facebook, Twitter and of course our website. Enjoy the show.
I'm Les Whaley, the chairman of the Starscombe Residents Association. Working with our local council has been a great advantage. It is about partnership. Without our local councillors, I don't think we would have achieved the things that we've actually have now done.
Hi, my name's Rory Jenkins. I'm a Perranporth Parish Councillor. So here we've got some of the recent evidence of damage to Perranporth caused by the massive storms. Damage that could have been a lot worse if it hadn't been for the level of response from Cornwall Council funded agencies.
Hello, my name's Michael Barber. Thanks to Bodmin's computer scheme, I attended 2 courses last year and found them very helpful, not only on a personal level with emails, but also with running my therapy business.
Hi, my name is Pete Watson. I'm the head chef of the Cardinal Sash and Saltash. As the head chef, you're always learning, so the environment health has helped me train my members of staff up with the booklet they brought out, so the chefs are always informed about the new ways of doing things in the kitchen, new suppliers.
Last year, we spent over £32 million on repairing 4,500 miles of Cornwall's network roads.
Thank you for watching this short film. As leader of Cornwall Council, I think it's very important that your council keeps you as informed as possible about what we're doing with your money. And I hope the film and the stories you've just watched illustrate some of the successes that we've managed to achieve with your council tax. Clearly, in this short film, we can't show you everything we contribute to the economy, to people and the places where you live through the council tax that we take from you. And therefore I would urge you to go onto the link which you will see at the end of the film, where you'll find more details. As we go on further into 2014, we will have to make huge savings, and therefore there will be difficult choices to be made. We want to be out and about in Cornwall in the future, listening to your opinions, understanding your views, sharing our concerns and your concerns, so that together we can achieve as much as we can for Cornwall going on into the future.
Hi, I'm Fern Britton and I'm very happy to be here in Foy at the Du Maurier Festival and to be on the Cornwall Channel.
Already get a lot of dogs coming down on holiday here. They have to bring their owners with them, and they really enjoy Cornwall. And what we want to do is to sort of extend that message out, that not only do dogs love Cornwall, but obviously their owners do as well. And there are plenty of places and things to do. There's great walks for the dogs, there's wonderful gardens, there's great places to eat with outdoor areas where you can have your dog with you, as well as pubs and lots of things to do. So the campaign is about, yeah, we'd love for you to come down with your dog, and we can help you find out where you can go to enjoy the holiday and make sure your four-legged friend enjoys it as well.
My daughter entered a photograph. This was in a competition to find the face of dog-friendly holidays in Cornwall. And Baxter won.
Is he taking it all in his stride?
Absolutely.
So he's not turned into diva dog?
Not quite yet.
Well, the major part of the campaign is actually helping people with dogs to know where they can go. And I think the biggest rub you get occasionally between dog owners and people who don't necessarily love dogs is being in the wrong place. So the whole thing about this campaign and the guide that goes with it is so that people know where they can go with their dog, where they'll be welcome, which actually helps managing the whole situation. Well, the vast majority of the dog owners do come in the winter, which is a real valuable time for providing jobs and providing opportunities. Also a great time to experience Cornwall for walking. So it is about boosting the local economy at a time of year when we need it, while providing people with great holidays and great experiences. So anybody wanting to come down to Cornwall with a dog can first of all go to the visitcornwall.com website, where there's a search facility with a picture of a dog on. So if you click on that, all the events, the accommodation, where to eat, what to do. And then there's the Visit Cornwall Dogs Love Cornwall Guide, which is an A5 book that you can get, which will actually show you lots of things to do with your dog, but also include a map showing you the beaches where dogs are allowed on and where they're not.
Just going down, Dad, me and Adam to Cornwall, or to visit a few places that we used to go to when we were kids.
I should be 90 in November. It makes me feel better because I'm getting out of the house with its four walls, and so I feel freer when I'm out and about. Oh, I see. Adam, as my youngest grandson, growing out of his childhood very quickly.
It's getting harder to keep up. It's moving faster.
Dad's enjoyment of camping, of being outside, of getting away from it all, and of living quite simply, really. I've grown up with that, and I'm sort of passing it on with varying degrees of success to my own kids, I guess.
Years go, times have really changed, and how did I get old? Like my father says, age is really only ever in your head.
I hesitate to give advice, but I think the main thing I would say is not to let things worry you.
Where did the years go? Times have really changed, and how did I get old? But like my father says, age is really only ever in your head.
I mean, obviously there are lots of beautiful places in the world, but the Cornish coast is one of them, and the beaches there are outstanding. The water's a bit cold, but you know, you get used to that. If I was going to pass anything on, I suppose it would be that really you don't need to spend a lot of money. You can sit in the middle of a field in a beautiful part of Cornwall with your family and friends and have the best time you could possibly have.
But like my father says, age is really only ever in your head.
Located just 1 mile from Cornwall's famous Eden project, and set in 5 acres of its own private, quiet grounds. Boscundle Manor is a family-run boutique-style hotel, set in a wonderful oasis in which to relax and unwind. Recently rated the most romantic hotel in Cornwall on TripAdvisor, Boscundle Manor is the ideal base to enjoy the sights and sounds of our beautiful county. Our first cruise departs 22nd of April for 10 days cruising south to the sun, calling at Vigo, Cadiz, Gibraltar and Oporto from £899 per person. On the 1st of May, there's an 11-day cruise to the beautiful Norwegian fjords. Prices start at £949 per person. Or for some summer sun, we have a 13-day cruise departing on the 11th of August, calling at Madeira and the Canary Islands from £999 per person. We also have a Gardens and History cruise departing Falmouth 23rd of August, visiting northern Spain, France and St Mary's from £890 per person. Call 0800 652 3452 now, or call into any Newell's travel branch for more details.
Looking for a home maintenance company you can trust? Ocean now provides a whole range of expert maintenance services, from heating, electrics and plumbing to refurbishment and roofing. And thanks to our 24-hour emergency call-out service, you're always covered. Ocean, we do more than you think. To find out more, call St Austell 874488 today or visit www.morethanyoutthink.co.uk.
The Best Western Restormal Lodge Hotel, Lostwithiel, Cornwall, is an AA 3-star hotel with 36 rooms. Being only 10 minutes from the Eden project, our contemporary hotel in Lostwithiel offers free Wi-Fi, an outdoor heated pool and free parking. With an on-site restaurant and bar, we have all you need for a relaxing break. All of our bright, airy rooms are an ensuite with flat-screen TVs, hairdryers and tea, coffee making facilities. Our conservatory restaurants have seasonal menus offering Cornish produce, while the lounge bar provides local ales and a well-stocked wine cellar. For your next visit to Cornwall, please check out our availability online or call us on 01208 872 223.
BK Coatings was established in 1990 and specialise in all types of decorating and industrial coatings. We're located in St Austell but cover the whole of Cornwall and West Devon. We can provide quotation for a single room to complete internal and external, commercial and domestic, using our fully trained team. We are also experts in industrial coatings to include shot blasting, steelwork painting, roof linings and concrete repairs. Contact us now for your free, no obligation quote.
Here in back of house Cousin Jack's, and we're going to make a traditional Cornish pasty. We're going to actually show you how to make a proper Cornish pasty. Now, if you're from Cornwall or England, nevertheless, you should know a traditional Cornish pasty should be beef, swede, potato, onion, salt and pepper, and that's all it should be. You can see we've got the ingredients here, they're lovely and fresh, like beautifully fresh beef here. Swedes, onions, and all the ingredients ready to go. So let's make a proper Cornish pasty. What are we going to do first of all, Pat?
Yeah, do potato first.
All right, let's chop away. So it's important when you get a potato for a proper Cornish pasty, you got to slice it, not dice it. This is all down to making the veggies and everything cook at the same speed within the pasty, because a traditional Cornish pasty is cooked from raw. Onto the swede.
Diced swede.
Or you could use turnip if you want to. So the thickness of the veggies is really important for a traditional Cornish pasty. Dicing it here, what centimetre is it, or yep, 2 centimetres? Yep. Yeah. Leave out the root, but it's beautiful vegetable turnip and swede. It just smells, if you scratch the surface and have a smell, it's beautiful. So, sliced potatoes, diced swede. What's next? So the onion just gives it a bit of, a lot of moisture, I guess, doesn't it, as well as flavour.
Goes really well with the beef.
So all these vegetables were really important back in the day in Cornwall because they were like, the basic vegetables like potato, onion, swede. They were always around, available all year round. So I mean, this was their soul food that they lived on.
The parsley gives colour and flavour. The parsley is very nice. Goes with the beef and potato very well. We've got our beef.
So what beef are we putting in it? It's a combination of skirt and chuck, isn't it?
And blade, yeah.
Blade, right, so those different cuts of the beef work well together to basically come out not chewy but very succulent and tender when they've cooked.
So we got our beef.
So the mixing time.
Time to mix. Yeah, salt and pepper.
So what the salt does is actually draws, because what this does, it sits for a little bit before we put it in the pasty, and the salt draws out some of the moisture, doesn't it? Yeah. Draws out some of the moisture from the meat, from the potatoes, from the veggies, and makes that moisture within the pasty.
Get in and have a good mix.
So it's all fresh ingredients. Fresh meat, fresh veggies. Very easy made. I mean, this would have been made by the miners' wives in the old days, so it's not like a modern recipe as such. It's a 300-year-old recipe, very simple, but in actual fact in Australia, a lot of people get this wrong. If we let this sit for a bit, the flavours are going to mature, etc., but we're going to make some fresh right now. These things were taken down the mine and eaten, and the miners had really, really dirty hands and had arsenic on their hands from being down in the mines. So they would hold on to the crimp and they would eat the pasty holding on to the crimp. The story goes that the very last piece of pastry, which is the end bit here, they would throw this down the deepest, darkest mine shaft where they were at the time in the mine, and they would feed the evil spirits, and they were called knockers. The evil spirits were knockers, and that was because the miners believed they would knock on the wall of the mines to either warn them of a cave-in, or maybe they were actually trying to cause a cave-in to hurt the miners. So they would throw the pastry down the mine to feed the spirits, to try and keep them happy. So we have some pastry which has been freshly made, rough puff, 3/4 puff, mixture between a short crust and a puff. Lovely texture. It's short like a short crust, but it's also puffy as well, so it's light as well. So you can layer it, so you put the veggies at the bottom and the meat on top, and then the seasoning on top, but we actually just pre-mix everything, make it nice and mixed up, and as I say, if you leave it in the container and it sits for a little bit to generate the flavours. So now we go to the important part, which is the crimping. So the traditional method of making a pasty. You fold up the two corners, you put it together, push it down. Now, this pastry is a little bit soft. It's been spinning outside for a few minutes, so it's a bit soft, but now we start to crimp. So we fold over the thumb and we go in this motion. So it's a 3-step motion. Fold over the thumb, turn it over and pinch it. Fold it over the thumb, turn it over and pinch it. We go along all the way. We get to the end, we turn it over, we give it a little bit of a hug, and there we go. There's our little finished pasty, maybe with a bit of love and care. This is all it is, just beef, sweet potato, onion, fresh ingredients. It's got to be fresh, it has to be fresh. So you put your thumb here, fold it over, pinch. Put your thumb here, fold it over, pinch, fold, pinch, and away we go. When you get really quick, you can go like this. Away we go. Give it a hug, bit of love, like this. So we put them on there. Now we baste them to make sure they come up nice and golden brown. So a little bit of egg wash here. Just baste these with the old paintbrush. This just brings out the golden colour. It's optional, you don't have to do this, but it just makes it nice and golden when it's come out of the oven. Just to make a little baking hole, that just lets the pressure come out, or the steam come out when it's cooking away. So just a little hole in the top, just lets the steam out. And there they are, ready to go in the oven. In the centre shelf for just under an hour. You can find out a bit more information about us at our website, which is www.cousinjackspastico.com. We also have our Facebook page, which lots of people have liked. So we're all about our slogan, which is basically rich in flavour and in history, and that is what Cousin Jack's Pastico is all about.
Hello, I'm Theo Paphitis, and you are watching the Cornwall channel.
Previously on Fly Cornwall.
I'm on holiday and I've got myself into a bit of a pickle. Can you please point me in the right direction?
The exit is just behind that light.
Fly Cornwall.
You're listening to Gull Rock Radio.
Gull Rock Radio.
More music, but even more adverts. Gull Rock Radio.
So anyway, Mark, found a job yet, have he?
Job, yeah, Mark's got a job. Mark's got a job, get out of bed. Well, the thing is, John, if I get a job, it's only going to bugger me money up, innit? I've got a missus and 3 kids home there in a council house, all paid for by the social. If that ain't living the Cornish dream, I don't know what is. But the thing is, if I wanted a job anyway, I couldn't get one. All these bloody foreigners coming over here taking our work. No word of a lie, every year I go down Penzance daffodil picking, and this year was the first year I was the only Cornishman on the field. I could have been in bloody Poland, not Penzance. Comical, really. I couldn't understand a bloody word anyone was saying. Even the boss was foreign, and the only reason why I knew he was the boss because he had a brand new £200 leather jacket on and tracksuit bottoms, eh? What's it like, Minute?
Well, there you go. Anyway, Mark, I gotta get on here. These bloody flies are doing my head in. I gotta do something about it. What's on day, boy? Much or no?
Well, John, it's a nice day out there, so I thought I'd have a mooch round up North Cliffs.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
What the hell's going on?
I know, tell me about it. He's bloody empty. We're gonna have to go back to the shop in a minute. I'm bloody starving.
Oh, I feel like crap. Psst. Here, Dave. Dave, come here a minute. Go over there and sniff his bloody breath. Anyone with flying like that, he has to be drunk.
You sniff his breath, Keith. If he's drunk, he could be bloody dangerous. You do it.
You're right there, mate. What happened to you?
Oh.
Bloody flying round here like a bloody lunatic. You been drinking, have you?
Yeah, I had a few last night and I'm still bloody feeling it now. I think I need a bloody kip. Oh.
All right, mate. Well, no one's going to bother you here. Maybe you should just go sleep here or something. And then, if you're hungry later on, just pop down Pretty Taties and we'll be in the back room there. And we'll sort you out with some food if you want, mate. All right? But you just go sleep there. You'll be fine.
Oh, thanks. All right then. Oh, well. Oh.
Right, let's bloody get out of here before he wakes up. Christ.
Mush.
Oh, look at that. Bloody handsome. One like...
Help! Hello! Help!
You are listening to Goal Rock Radio, And a reminder of our top story today, the great white shark is heading towards Cornwall. It was spotted just off Land's End yesterday morning. We will keep you updated on this situation.
Yes?
Yeah, could I have a medium steak, please?
Whoa, it's busy in here, Day. What's going on? A party? Well, hey, steak!
You bloody flies think there's something else, dunny? Wow. Now it's time for John Tuswell to show you who's really the boss. You. Hoochie. Hoochie. Oh, I don't know. I can't bloody do it. Ah, a cup of tea.
Oh, no. Whatever you do, Dave, don't look into that light.
Oh, it's so dark in here. I wish they would turn the electric on, the tight buggers. Where's that switch to? Oh, here it is. Oh.
Oh, I'm so glad I invited you back here, mate. Any longer and I would have gone straight into that zapper. Dave, though. Dave's gone. We were best friends. I can't believe it. I don't know what I'm gonna do now. Ha! What are you going on about? I'm okay, look. I went into it and nothing happened. I just bounced off. What? Nothing.
Hello! You're right there, mate. I'll be up there in a minute. Don't worry. I'll come and save you. Don't worry. Don't panic, mate. I'll be there in a minute. Don't panic.
Oh, thank God you're here. Please help.
Yeah, hang on there a minute, mate. Don't worry about it. I'll come and save you. Don't worry. Don't worry, mate.
Just pull me up. I'll be fine.
Oh, shit.
Well, I think I sorted the flies out. They were doing my bloody head in. As I left the room, I turned the light off and they flew straight into the zapper.
Didn't he know that, John? I've been doing that for ages. The other day, I turned the light out. This fly went in there. He was electrocuted that bad. I saw sparks flying out his ass.
Fly Cornwall.
Thy splendor, and in the Celtic faith.
I'm very happy to be here in Foy at the Du Maurier Festival and to be on the Cornwall channel.
Go Jute is a company with Cornish roots but with a global reach with offices in Holland, USA, Australia and India. Specialising in premium quality jute and cotton bags for the individual customer and the corporate blue chip companies. Following the success of Go Jute, our sister company southwesterlywindbreaks.com is the first company in the world to offer an organic cotton windbreak printed with your corporate imagery as well as a stock range of designer windbreaks. Go Jute prides itself on its friendly and innovative approach. To view our full range of products with the in-house screen printing and embroidery, as well as other promotional products, please visit us online at gojute.co.uk.
Church End Veterinary Centre has been providing care for pets, horses and farm animals in St Austell and the surrounding area for over 100 years. We are now a 15-strong team of veterinary surgeons, nurses and support staff committed to providing the best possible care for your animals, including a 24-hour emergency service using vets from our practice. Please visit us online, churchendvets.co.uk, or call St Austell 72095.
Kingsley Village, so easy to get to with plenty of free parking. Come and browse all we have to offer under one roof. Why not feast your eyes over our delicious array of Cornish produce from our extensive food hall through to our cafe and Cornish crafts. Come and see why Kingsley Village is Cornwall's #1 choice for a Sunday carvery, served from 11:30 a.m. You will not be able to resist our mouth-watering selection of meats and vegetables. Kingsley Village at Fradden, the unique shopping venue in the centre of Cornwall. Just imagine stepping into your very own warm, bubbling oasis after a long day to soothe away those aches, pains and stresses of everyday life. Cornish Hot Tubs have over 100 spas to choose from and have an experienced sales and service team to make your dream a reality. Let Cornish Hot Tubs help you relax, unwind and enjoy life with a little luxury in your back garden. Just imagine sharing your special day and having a fabulous romantic moment releasing beautiful Cornish love doves at your wedding ceremony. This is a truly magical moment that you both can treasure forever at the start of your new life together. Cornish love doves are Cornwall's premier dove release specialists. Our team provides a first-class service to make the most special day of your life truly amazing.
Education for disabled people seems to have changed a lot over recent times. Clara talked about how she was pretty much left alone in a mainstream educational setting in a small village school. Dom talks about how he made friends with his teaching assistants. Some people were left with a range of qualifications from their mainstream education settings and then went on to college and university. Other people seem to have left their segregated settings with few, if any, qualifications whatsoever. Education in Cornwall.
My mate, who's 3 months older than me, he's got CP, but it's only really in his legs. But because he couldn't go upstairs, he couldn't go to mainstream school, they said. And he went to that place for years. They didn't teach him to read till he was 11, and that was a special favour. They call themselves schools, just warehouses to keep people off the streets and out of the public eye. Just evil. Ugh.
I used to look over on somebody else's paper, copy them, copy. I went with my cousin, and if she was sick, and Mr. Penham, the schoolmaster, and he used to say to me, "How you so late? How didn't you come yesterday?" I said I was sick too. I wouldn't go without her. I only went to St. Ollie School and Galsickley. That's the infant school. Miss Edmonds was teacher there at the school in Galsickley.
So what things did you like studying in St Hilary?
Writing and that, you know.
Because Mum just took me down there, rolled me at the school. They said, yeah, come back on Monday and you can start. No big deal. And then a little while later, I don't know if they still had the school doctor service when you were at school, but no, well, in those days you had a school doctor that used to go around the different schools and check for this and that disease and inoculate you. And we didn't find out until after the event, but our neighbour by this time there was a little kid with behavioural issues, and she was one of the first support workers in Cornwall, and she was supporting him. So she got to know about the gossip in the staff room, and she came back and said, "Your Claire's had a lucky escape." And it turned out this wretched man had gone in and demanded that the head teacher get rid of me and send me to Dame Hannah Rogers at Ivy Bridge, because that was the big special school in the area.
Right.
And because I wouldn't talk to him. Now, when I was little, I couldn't get 2 words out without stammering. It was awful. I didn't speak until I was 22, fluently, not till I was 25. So I didn't used to speak to strangers. A, they're big men stood up there and you're a tiny little kid. And B, I knew that if I opened my mouth, they couldn't understand me anyway, so I didn't bother. So because I wouldn't talk to him, he just said, right, she's got to go to special school. And actually at 3 it happened as well. This doctor, there weren't any paediatricians in Cornwall until I was 10. So you had to go back to where you were born. And on that time, when I was 3, the doctor told me he was black. And I hadn't ever seen a black person before. So apparently, Mum said I just looked at him curiously, wonderment, and didn't say a word to him. So he put me down as profoundly physically and mentally retarded was the phrase in that time. Well, luckily that got changed because I never got to school otherwise, because this is before 1970 when kids with learning difficulties had the right to education. So luckily, the paediatrician, the orthopaedic surgeon in Cornwall, who was brilliant, said that's rubbish and wouldn't accept it and got it changed. But anyway, so I'd already once been on been risking not being at school at all. Now there's this idiot trying to send me off to Dame Hannah because I wouldn't talk to him. Anyway, this head teacher was quite new, and they had a stand-up row for 3 hours apparently. It went down in Cornwall local authority history. She said, that child leaves the school over my dead body. Yeah, she would have done him as well because she was so feisty. Wow. So in the end, he had to give up.
I got 1 A star, 3 Bs, 5 Cs, 1 D and 1 E, and I got a double B in science.
And did you go on to do A-levels?
Yes, I did. Or I actually did GMVQ, because back in those days, or I think it still is, a GMVQ is equivalent to 2 A-levels, and I did the GMVQ at advanced level in business studies, and I got a distinction in that, which was very good.
Did you take exams at the school? O-levels or?
Exams.
No.
No. So
No.
O levels.
No.
Qualifications.
No.
No.
I went to university in Canterbury in Kent to study theology.
And was that a 3-year course?
Yeah.
I felt I had to protect people because I knew that in Cornwall, if you were seen with me, you had to be damn sure that you could cope with that. My best friend kept getting called out for fights at school because they wouldn't quite dare to flatten me, but they wanted to flatten her because she was my friend. And
They wouldn't flatten you, but they wanted to flatten someone.
Yeah, it was not acceptable to have somebody like me in a mainstream school.
I was at St Louis for about 12 months.
St Louis is a college in Exeter.
Was a college in Exeter. It was on Topsham Road. And his original foundation, it was originally set up by a lady called Georgina Buller, Dame Georgina Buller. It was for people returning from the Second World War. That was the origin of the college, with disabilities and stuff. And it was, like I said, I did that for about 12 months doing horticulture and VQ level 2.
So that's quite a long way to go for that, isn't it? Because didn't they do similar courses at Cornwall College? Or
No. This, like I said, it was in Exeter at the time. I was doing it because I had a good disability employment advisor lady called Sue. I can't remember her surname now.
So did you live up there?
Lived up there, yeah, apart from weekends.
So what, you travelled up on the Monday or the Sunday?
Travelled up on the Sunday. And sometimes travelled home on the Friday, but only once every fortnight. But I also helped a lady out called Curzon Howe. It was a sort of work release thing. It was when you're getting towards the end of your course.
Participants: Dr. Claire Tregaskis, Clara Allen, Pete Ski, David May, Reverend Don Whitting, and Councillor Chris Jordan. Interviewer: Dr. Theo Blackmore. Transcriber: JHTS Transcription Services. Subtitles: Azook Community Interest Company. Disability Cornwall and Isles of Scilly. Empower, Assist, Facilitate. Supported by the National Lottery through the Heritage Lottery Fund. All interviews recorded in 2013. For more information about the project, please email theo@disabilitycornwall.org.uk.
I stood on Cape Cornwall. I stood on Cape Cornwall in the sun's evening glow. On Chew Hill at Newlyn to watch the fishing fleets go. Watch the sheep wheels at Giver as they spun around, and heard the men singing as they go underground. And no one will ever move me from this land until the Lord calls me to sit at his hand. For this is my Eden, and I'm not alone. For this is my Cornwall, and this is my home. I've left childish footsteps in the soft sand sand. I've chased the maids there, all until the Lord calls me to sit at his hand. For this is my Eden, and I'm not alone. For this is my Cornwall, and this is my home. For this is my Cornwall, and this is my home.
Thank you for watching this week's Cornwall channel. We would love to hear from you, your thoughts and ideas for future Cornish programmes. This dedicated weekly channel for Cornwall on Sky and Freesat aims to deliver information and local programmes. If you have any news you think we should cover, then please get in touch using our website at cornwallchannel.co.uk or via our Facebook and Twitter pages. See you next week.